Hey, my friends in Denham Springs and the wonderful surrounding areas. My name is Hudson Warren. I am an agent with Keller Williams. Just like you, I do what you do. I run a team called the HomeWise team, and I am a coach with MAPS Coaching, and my specialty is bold. And I have the honor and pleasure of being the bold coach that is coming your way starting on Thursday, August 4th. That is step one to bold. And so I wanted to do this quick video as an introduction. I've been at your team meeting and your ALC meeting, and yet I know that's a very concentrated number of people. And I wanted to make sure that all of the agents, first of all, of course, knew that bold was coming and kind of understood on a basic level what bold is and what it can do for them. And one of the things that I want to do, because I am an agent still, I'm still in production, and I feel like I think like an agent. And so I know that when I was going to bold as a student, that I really did, I wanted to know who the coach was, because I wanted to know, like, why would I go and spend 7 weeks with you? Why would I spend money to be with you? So I want to share with you kind of my story in relation to bold, so that you, A, understand why I do what I do, and B, understand the opportunity that the bold program offers. So I told you I've been with the company since 2006. I started in Southern California. I was there for 8 years. Well, I was there for longer. I sold real estate there for 8 years. And, I did a decent job. I never really went crazy with it. We had a really high average price point, and I knew a lot of people, and I would hold open houses. I made 6 figures. So I thought that was great in my 20s and early 30s. And yet I never really took it purposeful. And then I moved across the country. I moved to Estero, Florida, which for the record is near like Fort Myers and Naples. It's a one exit on the highway type of town. And I moved there, and I started over in the very beginning of 2014. I moved there for a long distance relationship. PSA, be careful when you make that choice. And cut to October of 2014. Now, I have not sold a house since I moved, and it ain't looking great. And I've spent all my money. I am racking up debt like no other. I also realized that long distance relationship, there's a reason I give a PSA. It wasn't what I expected, and I was still in it because I was not going to fail, and I was not going to go back with my tail between my legs. And so I stepped into the bold room for the first time in October of 2014, not having sold a thing that year. So I was able to create 11 deals. Now, at this point, that doesn't even sound like a lot to me at the time. That saved me. I closed 7 of them by the end of the year. So I went from no paychecks all year to 7 in December. It was a life changer. And I decided that there was a reason, like, that it wasn't just because I went to a class, it was the environment. So I went again. I went again in 2015. And long story short, before I go too crazy, because I could do this all day because I'm passionate about this, what happened is I took it 15 times in a 5-year span. Promise I'm not that slow of a learner. I may not be the quickest either, and yet I'm not a slow learner. I realized, Gary Keller tells us that success leaves clues. And I really realized that it wasn't just the material, it was being in the environment of productivity. Because in bold, just so you understand, it's not just that we teach you things. We teach you things and say, here, do it now, like in the room, like do this now, put it into action. And then here is the homework between this class and the next class, so that you can put things into implementation. So the reason I went 15 times in 5 years, or the outcome of that, I guess I should say, is that, okay, 0 homes until the very end, and then I sold 7. Now, I had never sold more than 20 homes in a year in California. That's important for you to know. 2017, I sold over 100 homes. It was 111 homes. Now, I never in my world thought that I would do something like that. And then 2019, so this is 5 years in, that is the year I became a coach, which was super, super exciting. And this is my passion. Like, this is what I meant to do, and I sell houses to fund it, right? So I did that, and it was the first year that I hit millionaire real estate agent status. So my small team at that time earned over $1 million. Now, I tell you all that because I want you to see the opportunity. You're in a blank check industry. And if you get serious and purposeful, and if you go all in all the right ways, then you can go and you can create however big of a life you've ever wanted. I don't have anything more than a high school education. I grew up lower middle class, so I wasn't on the streets or anything, and yet there wasn't a lot of money or abundance. I never expected this. The guy that walked in October of 2014 never thought that he would earn $1 million in a year and was just looking to at least hit the base level of 6 figures. It's been amazing. And then also, of course, somewhere in the middle of all that, I did get out of the very, very unhealthy and toxic relationship and then find the right person. And we are married. We have 6 beautiful children. Yes, I did say 6 beautiful children. We live in our dream house. We live our dream life. We have multiple streams of income, both passive and active, and everything. My business, my coaching ability, obviously. My goodness, my health, my wealth, our investment properties, my marriage, my children. I like literally everything that I am grateful for came from being in the bold room and came from continuing to go back, because just like people who hire a trainer usually get in shape quicker than people than just go join a gym, real estate is no different. If you're looking to get completely successful and to hit all of the goals that matter to you and that frankly you're equipped to hit, you're going to get there faster when you put yourself in a coaching and growth and learning environment. So your story is not going to be just like mine. And yet those type of large strides in a short amount of time, Gary Keller tells us that we're never more than 5 years away from a completely different life. And I'm literal living proof. And I did it because I went to Bold, I kept going to Bold, and I played all in while I was there. I went from 0 money and lots of debt to no debt, earning 7 figures. Like, it literally still blows my mind that that's my life, and having a beautiful family and a beautiful everything else. So I want to encourage you to consider joining us for Bold, because unless you have every dollar that you can ever need in your life, and unless you have complete control of your time and everything is easy breezy, unless your life looks exactly how you desire it to, if you have any room for growth and improvement, that's the reason that you would join us. And my promise to you, for those of you that join us on this journey, is that I will go all in with you. I am not somebody who's, well, during class, I'm your coach and then do not call me. I'm your person before class. I'm your person after. I'm your person after graduation. You call me 3 years later, I'm going to answer the phone and I'm going to help you through whatever it is that you need help through. Because I believe that my mission and the reason I have my success is to help other people who never thought they would amount to XYZ go do that. Like, I want to help you go hit goals you never thought you could hit, see strengths within you that you've never seen on your own. Like, that is my passion. And that's what you'll get when you come to Bold. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm super happy to help. And I look forward to meeting you at the beginning of August.